the handrail on the boat is starting to look pretty ordinary, and it's a timber capping rail I put on here originally. It's been there for nearly 20 years, but it really has been a big job looking after it. Looks good with it being wet, but there's a bit here that I've had to replace. It's got a bit of dry rot in it, and as you come further up, you can see how it's degraded here. All the paints, the oil's peeling off. It just peels back, and that's after 3 months. So I'm at it all the time, oiling it, painting it, whatever, and I'm just over it. So we're going to rip this whole thing off and replace it with some recycled plastic. I'll never have to touch it again. Should be good. The recycled plastic profiles I ordered have arrived, and we used Bruce's truck to pick them up from the depot. There you go, push. We take them back to his house and set up a jig to machine a rebate into the boards.
I think it's...
Ready?
Well, it's not much of a day, but I'm going to give the boat a run today. We've got the plastic at Bruce's place, and we've cut the profiles. We've got to bend it and form it, so I'm going to take the boat up to his place and tie up to his jetty, and we'll do all the work up there, which will be good. So just a bit of shuffling around, taking my boat there and bringing his boat back down to my marina berth. Well, how good's this? The rain even let up this afternoon, and looks like we'll have a pleasant trip up the Broadwater to Brucey's place. Not far to go. I've only got to probably travel for an hour or so today, and I don't know, maybe I'll go all the way up there and anchor off where we've got to do the job. I'll just see how it goes, but yeah, it's good being back out in the water again. It's been quite a while since I've been out in the boat, so it's good to turn the motors and the props over and give her a little bit of a run. I like to do this pretty well once a week usually, but I've been that flat out with the painting and things like that we haven't managed to do it, so it's good to give the old girl a bit of a run. She's going all right. Bit of a thunderstorm coming, but hopefully I'll get anchored up before it hits. I don't think there's going to be too much wind in it, but I think I'll try and get the anchor down before I get too wet. Well, it's starting to get dark, and the weather's pretty crappy now. The rain's set in, a bit of thunder and lightning around. I don't think it's going to be much wind, but we're going to anchor up here, and I could push on. I've only probably got half an hour to go, but I think I'll just stay out tonight, have a pleasant night on the boat, listen to the rain on the roof, cook a bit of tea, and we'll slip up to my mate's place in the morning. So I anchored up not far away. Bit of cake, cup of tea. It's only about 5 o'clock, so it's still pretty early, but I'm going to have a cuppa, and I had a bit of a look through the galley. We haven't got much food on the boat. We sort of ate her out the last time we were away, so not much food there, but I found some pea and ham soup, so that'll be dinner tonight, and then I'll be off to bed pretty early and listen to the rain on the roof. Very pleasant. Now, well, good to be anchored up and out of the rain. Well, a good night aboard, nice and relaxing, slept well. Anyhow, cup of tea, maybe a bit of brekkie, and we'll start heading back up to Brucey's and get into this handrail. Bruce has already moved his boat when I arrive. I pick him up and tie Peggy-Anne to his pontoon. The first job is to remove the stainless handrails. With the handrail off, it's time to find out how hard it's going to be to remove the old timber capping rail from around the bulwarks. Gee, it's wet under there, eh? The first section came off really easily, but it was all hard work from there. We found the only way to get the rail off. I sickered it on 20 years ago. The only way to get it off is to cut it into about 100mm pieces and then chisel it off. So that sicker really holds on, eh?
Quite through. Got to put a mark on here. We're going to cut this break in the mould off to suit the profile we've cut in the handrail. So we've got to trim a bit of this off, about 10mm I think, so I'm just going to mark it out first. So that's all prepped up, ready for the rail to go on. No more grinding. This has been the problem with the timber rail, or the latest problem I've had. See how soft that is, it's all full of dry rot. With the plastic one, we shouldn't have that problem.
How do I get this up in the air a bit? Bring that ladder right out.
You got it?
Yep.
The first of the rebaited boards is set into position and bolted to the prepared return on the hull mould.
It's getting warmer than the oven. We're around there, or?
The heat gun is used to soften the plastic, allowing it to be bent around the curve of the bow.
Gets it hot. It's getting it pretty warm.
We got an even better result by using 2 heat guns on the plastic.
I'll screw it. Well, we had a big day, and take 2 on the handrail work. We just heated it up with heat guns and bent it round. So we've got that front section on. That's where all the radius is. Now what we're going to do is take the dinghy. I'll take Bruce out to his boat. He'll pick me up, and we're going to take his boat round to my berth at Hope Island, and that's where his boat can stay while we finish this job. But it's good because we've got it sorted out pretty well, which is great. A quicker trip back to the marina on this beautiful Brady power cat. Now that the props have been partly cleaned. A few barnacles down there, but anyway. Just coming the back way up to Hope Island at low tide. Bit of gunk holing, but we haven't sniffed the bottom yet. Well, we've sniffed it, but we haven't touched it. So far so good.
beautiful sunset and a full moon guide us into the marina.
Oh, mate, I've got to get a
Yeah, you got to get some.
get some coloured lights like that on my bloody pontoon.
That's right. Day 2, a bit more removing of the old rail, and we're down to the straight section on the port side anyway, so that should be a little bit easier. We don't have to do the bending. But anyway, we got the bending sorted out yesterday, so it's all good. It's all happening. Cup of tea time. Done a bit this morning, it's been good. I'm very lucky to have a mate, Bruce, who lets me use his pontoon when I'm doing work like this, so thanks very much, Bruce. Your blood's worth bottling. Anyway, we're getting through the job now, it's looking pretty good. Turning blocks and other fittings are removed, and I get a bit lazy and cut this side with a power saw. Bev comes down to help and proves to be pretty handy with the heat gun.
You're doing a good job, that baby.
Once the new capping rail is in place, all the fittings have to be reattached.
Well, this is day 5, and we're nearly ready to put the handrail back on. We've got all the back finished. We've got a rail on here, capping rail. Got to do the door yet, no, a little piece there. This is all back together. It's all looking pretty good. Sticker's in place. Fittings back on. It's been a pretty hard 5 days, but save a bit of money, so it's all come up really nicely too. How I thought it would, like you've got it in your head what it's going to look like, but it's not until you get it on and start working with it. So we're breaking new ground really, so but it's all come up pretty good, and I won't have to paint it ever again. Fantastic. Day 6, just finished the job. Came up a treat. We've got the handrails back on now, got all my little rubbing strips on, and yeah, it looks really good. It's really giving the boat a bit of a lift. I'm glad I went with a black colour. I could have had brown or black. There's a few other colours too, but I went with a black and I think it suits the boat. So I've got a good solid handrail, no timber, all composite, recycled plastic. Fantastic. I'll never have to paint it again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you've liked this, check out our channel. We've got heaps of cruising videos on there. Give us a thumbs up, ring the bell, do all those things, and subscribe, yeah. And there's plenty of videos there for you to watch about the cruising lifestyle. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Cheers.